Hello everyone, you're tuning into another episode of Anime Spotlight, where we put the spotlight on shows that you may not have heard of, or shine the light a little brighter on shows that you're already familiar with. Today, we'll be taking a look at a Madhouse production that actually got a second season, Black Lagoon. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the 7th episode of Anime Spotlight. For those of you who haven't seen the series, or who've seen it but need a quick reminder of what it's all about, allow me to provide you with a quick synopsis. Within Thailand is Ranapur, a depraved, crime-ridden city where not even the authorities or churches are untouched by the claws of corruption. A haven for convicts and degenerates alike, the city is notorious for being the center of illegal activities and operations, often fueled by local crime syndicates. Enter Rokoru Akajima, an average Japanese businessman who's been living a dull and monotonous life, when he finally gets his chance for a change of pace with a delivery trip to Southeast Asia. His business trip swiftly goes downhill as Rokaru is captured by a mercenary group operating in Ranapur called Black Lagoon. The group plans to use him as a bargaining chip in negotiations, which ultimately failed. Now abandoned and betrayed by his former employer, Rokaru decides to join Black Lagoon. In order to survive, he must quickly adapt to his new environment and prepare himself for the bloodshed and tribulations to come. A non-stop high-octane thriller, Black Lagoon delves into the depths of human morality and virtue. Witness Rokaru struggling to keep his values and philosophies intact as he slowly transforms from businessman to ruthless mercenary. Okay, with that out of the way, let's rewind back to where this all began. Black Lagoon manga series was written and illustrated by Ray Hiro, but like many mangaka, he didn't exactly plan on becoming one. He actually started working in the video game industry, but he left the company that he worked for in order to join the publishing company Shogakukan as an editor. After many of the company's staff of authors left, they asked Ray Hiro if he would try his hand at writing manga. He created several short prototypes to submit to the publisher, and one of those was Black Lagoon. The original plan for the series was to have it be based on medieval pirates, but while conducting his research, Ray Hiro came across news stories about increasing piracies in the mid-1900s in the East China Sea and around the African coast. Upon this finding, he thought, wouldn't it be just as good to do modern pirates and use that aspect? Ray Hiro was influenced by several films, directors, and authors, including Quentin Tarantino and the Coen brothers, from which he draws inspiration about balancing comedy and action, Robert Rodriguez, Stephen King, and the 80s and 90s Hong Kong triad movies by John Woo, Chow Yun-fat, and others. The main male character of the series, Rokoru Akajima, or Rocky, actually wasn't in the original manuscript. He was added to the series because readers weren't connecting with it. Ray Hiro and his manager wanted to engage the readers by inserting a character that they could more easily relate with. The main female character of the series, Revi, was based on the image of a strong Chinese girl and was inspired by a tattoo that Seth Gecko, a character from Quentin Tarantino's From Dusk Till Dawn, had, and Sarah Connors, a character from the Terminator franchise's Black Tank Top. Black Lagoon debuted on April 19, 2002 in Monthly Sunday Gene X and was published by Shogakukan. After its initial run in Monthly Sunday Gene X, Black Lagoon is released in tankobon volumes, with the first volume being released on December 12, 2002 and the latest volume being released on May 19, 2014. Black Lagoon has been incredibly successful, with the first 9 volumes selling more than 6 million copies in Japan alone. Because of the level of detail that is involved in the artwork of Black Lagoon, it usually takes Ray Hiro about a month to illustrate one chapter, which could explain why the releases of each Black Lagoon volume have been so spaced out. Black Lagoon was brought to the small screen by Studio Madhouse and directed by Suno Katabuchi. The first season ran for 12 episodes and aired between April 8, 2006 and June 24, 2006 on Chiba TV. In the second season, Black Lagoon: The Second Barrage added an additional 12 episodes and aired between October 2, 2006 and December 18, 2006. There was also an OVA series, Black Lagoon: Roberta's Blood Trail, which was released in July of 2010. The first season focused on building the world and developing the characters, while the second season focused more on the jobs that the characters were actually performing. The anime is very faithful to the original source material, making minimal changes to the story and characters, with the only changes of note being a slight rearrangement of some of the story arcs. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning into this rather short episode of Anime Spotlight, and I hope that you were able to learn a little bit more about Black Lagoon. Please make sure to like the video if you liked the video, and to subscribe if you have not already. Once again, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.